What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dolo Rob, and I'm back with another video today. This video gonna be about basically like a letter to the youth, younger youth. I'm still youth, but basically like on guidance and advice to like next level from high school, or even if you're in middle school, next level, like your next level is high school, and even if you're in high school, your next level is college. So there's just advice to everybody, basically, all the younger people. So basically, once you start high school, whatever, they tell you that it's very important to keep your grades up and attendance up and stuff like that for college, like so you can go to a good college and everything like that. But it's like high school, it doesn't really prepare you for college the way that it should, because college is like a whole different level. And so it's different routes. College is not the only route. And I'm not saying college is a bad route. Well, like going to universities and stuff like that is a bad route, which is because it's not. But it's easier routes to it. And I'm telling you about my route. So I went to high school. I had good attendance. I graduated with a 3.6 GPA, and I was top 10 in my class. So like I had the grades and stuff to go to a university, or like any college I wanted to, basically. Well, not any college, but pretty much most of the colleges I wanted to go to. But I thought before I made my decision. And going to college, it's very expensive. So I did get some scholarships, and I could have got more for filling out applications to get more scholarships, because it's a lot out there. You guys have to go search. Just don't be lazy. Just go search for scholarships. It's a lot of money out there to help you get through situations in college or whatever, or stuff like college, or basically after high school programs, if you want to put it that way. And college is very expensive, so you definitely want to fill out all the scholarships applications to make sure you get help if you're going to choose. Well, even if you're not going to choose to go to a university or anything like that, you still want to get all the money you can to help you get through those, or pay that off or whatever, because you don't want to be in debt for the rest of your life. It's a lot of people that's in debt for the rest of their life because they went to university or whatever, and they say, oh, it's fun, it's fun, and it's a good experience and everything, which it is fun and all that, but it's not going to be fun once you're paying off the debts later on in your life. So so what I did personally, even though I had the grades and everything to go to a university and all that, I didn't want to first of all, I didn't want to spend two more years or 4 more years of school. I didn't want to do that. I wanted a shorter route, and I wanted it to be cheaper. So I chose trade school instead of going to university or anything like that. And my trade school that I go to is MTech through GRCC college or whatever, and it's only $6,000 for your program. $6,000 for your program. My program is only 4 months. So while everybody else is going to school for 2 years or 4 years, I'm going to school for 4 months for something that I want to do. And people are going to a college, and they have to take all these extra math classes, science classes, and stuff like that to become something that doesn't even have to do with anything. That doesn't have to do with the math or the science that they're taking. It's your first year in college. Most of the time, it's just math, science, social studies, stuff like that, or history, whatever they call it. It's a lot of stuff that's your first year is basically pointless if you're not going to go to school for something that has to deal with math or science and stuff like that. So I chose construction, carpentry or whatever, and it takes me 4 months to finish that. Now, before this pandemic, I was 2 weeks away from finishing, something like that. So I just graduated last year in August. I started my my program in October, I think it was. October, I think I started in October. And I would have been done in February before this pandemic and stuff started. I was 2 weeks away from finishing. And it's a quicker route. Even though this pandemic is going on, I'm still going to be done quicker than what I would have been done for like if I would have went to a university or anything like that. It still would have set me back, like, because I'm only 18. I'll be done with school by then. I'll be able to get a job that I want. Like, I really want to do construction. I'm a hands-on type of student, so it's like and then another thing is me being hands-on. I go to an M-Tech, so we're in the classroom basically like probably 10% of the time. The other 90% we're working on things. We done built sheds and stuff. We went to a building or whatever and started helping them. Well, we not helping them. We did it ourselves. Extended their room or whatever to their classroom. It's like a building that teaches plumbing and stuff like that for free. And we built a whole extra extension basically to their classroom. And the whole time we're going to school for it. And it's like we could have been getting paid for that stuff, but we were doing it like learning the experience, whatever. Experience is probably the best thing you can get in life. So we got the experience for a lot of things, you know. And the thing is with carpentry, what I'm going for, we learned roofing, framing, just all types of stuff, making cabinets. So it's like you don't have only one option when you leave there. And plus the trades is like we need a lot of people for trades right now. They need a lot of people for trades. So it's a smart thing to do, going to a trade school, whatever. So I want you guys to look into that. But on the college note, it's not bad to go to college, you know. Only thing I would say is if you want to go to college, you just got to make sure you 100% want to do something. Because if you go to college and you go for a couple years, whatever, for something that you don't want to do fully, like you want to change your mind, that's a lot of time and money wasted. So it's like, but with the trade school, you know, it's only 4 months long, and the price is $6,000. You know, I didn't even have to pay any money because I had FAFSA. I filled out my FAFSA, whatever, and I had scholarships. So I actually overpaid, and I got a refund check. So I basically got paid to go there in the long run because I didn't pay any money. My scholarships and my FAFSA took care of all of that. So I basically got paid to go there, if you look at it that way. But with college, you know, it's not a bad idea, whatever. It's just that, like, if you want to go to college, you got to make sure you want something 100%, because if you don't and you go for a couple years or whatever, and 2-3 years, even 1 year, you know, and you pay for that year, even if you don't even pay for it, even if you don't go for the whole year, you know, you wasted your time and your money, because it's not going to be free if you drop out the first year. I think it's like a certain time span, but it's not like almost a year. But you wasted the money, you wasted your time. So if you do want to go to a university or whatever, I would say that route is probably funner, but you know, you can have fun later on. Like, if you get it done quicker, you can have that to be fun, to have like all this money, whatever, while everybody else is in college and you're done. You're doing a job that you want to do already. You know, I just graduated last year, so it's not too far, and everyone tells me I'm ahead and I'm ahead of my class or whatever. And I still look at it like as some things I could have done differently. Like, you know, in high school, I bought a lot of shoes and clothes, you know, and did all that. I had a lot of shoes, a lot of clothes, whatever. And I feel like that didn't help me with anything. I still get shoes and stuff, but I treat my priorities different now. Like, I look at things I need first before I go get some shoes, and I make sure the things I want, I make sure I have like triple the amount of money to get that, to make sure if I go get some shoes that's $200, I'm gonna be good to pay bills and all that other stuff that I have to do. Now, things that you need, you take care of that first. Things that you want, you take care of that second with the extra money you want, you know. So, but back to the college subject or whatever. Yeah, you just want to make sure you 100% want to do something before you just jump into it. You know, it's never too early to start planning your future. You know, I started thinking about what I wanted to do when I got older, when I was like 11 or 12. Started thinking about college and stuff at like 11 to 12. So it's never too early. It's never too early to start saving money. I wish I would have did that in high school. I did not save my money. I went and bought shoes in high school. but I'm saving now, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's never too early to save money. You know when you go to high school, you know you want to be the kid with all the shoes and all that. But I'm telling you, it's in the long run, it's not even worth it. Just get what you need first, and then stack your money, and you'll be, sitting good. I wasn't like terrible or whatever at saving money, but I wasn't doing it for real, for real. I just, after I got paid, I go get some shoes. And I always wanted a job. My first job I got when I was like 15, and first check I got, went and got some shoes. Second check, went and got some shoes. But that whole time I was 15, I think I was a sophomore when I was 15. I turned 15 my sophomore year, at the beginning of that year. But just think about if I would have been saving my money instead of buying shoes, if I would have been saving from sophomore year to senior year. And then some students are 15 their freshman year, so just imagine saving from your freshman year to your senior year. Like, even if you put up a little bit, like $25 out of your check, or $50 out of your check, whatever. Just saving is, you want to save that money. And all the shoes and stuff, you can do that when you have the extra money to take care of everything, but you still want to save. So if I wish I would have did that differently. But other than that, I feel like I took care of my business, I feel like I chose the right choice with a lot of stuff. I'll be done with school after everything is over with. After all this pandemic stuff is over with, I'll be done with school. I'll be able to get into my job or whatever. And after that, it goes from there, and then you want to get a job that you want to do for the rest of your life, or not, if not the rest of your life, majority of your life. Like construction, I want to do that for at least majority of my life. And I want to stay with the same company or whatever for the majority of my life, because once you work at one company for a while, you move up to certain things or whatever. And you move up to certain higher positions or whatever, or you get all these raises or whatever. That's how a lot of people, not all of them, but a lot of people is making like $30 an hour or whatever, been at their job for a while. So you gotta work your way up there or whatever. So you gotta pick something you want to do for majority of your life, and not something temporarily, unless you're like in school or whatever. Then you look for a temporary job or whatever. But if not, if you're done with everything, you want to get a job that you wanna stay there for the majority of your life, if not the rest of your life. So yeah, but and then even if you want to go back to school, like I'm doing carpentry, I'm done after 4 months. But if I want to go back to school, at least I'll have a job in carpentry, paying higher than working at McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that, and Walmart, Meijer, whatever. At least I'll be in a job that I like and that I went to school for already while I'm in college. If I decide to go to a university or whatever, it's never too late to decide to go to college. But personally, I don't think I would go back unless I want to be like I want to have my own construction business or something like that. Then I'll probably go back. But yeah, it'd be like, for me to go back, I'm already doing the job that I want to do once I'm done with this school or whatever. And it'd be easy for me to get in because they need trades. Well, trades are needed right now. So once I go get a job in there or whatever, I choose to go back to school. I can have that job, getting paid higher than Meijer, Walmart, restaurants, stuff like that. And while I'm going to school. And then, it's still jobs out there that you don't need to go to school for, like factories and stuff, but you don't want to be in a factory your whole life. It's just not an environment. I've been at a factory before. It's not an environment you want to be at your whole life. Not at all. It's not even, I wouldn't even want to be there for 10 years, 5 years. But, construction, I'm a hands-on type of guy, and I love doing stuff like that, so I'll enjoy my job. If I do want to go back to school, I can do that. And, yeah, you guys, just think about stuff before you do it. Listen to your parents, because I know my mom told me to save my money a lot, and I just used to be like, oh, whatever. I ain't had no bills but my phone bill, and that was only like $50 a month, so wasn't really worried about it. And driver's training, take that. You guys want to take that. I didn't take that. I was like, whatever, I'm just turn 18 and get my license. But driver's training, that put you ahead. You'll be driving before you're 18. So, you know, it's not a must, but if you want to be a step ahead, take that. And just make sure you guys save your money and decide what you want to do wisely. Like, think on it. Don't just say, oh, I want to do this. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you just think about it, it won't go through, but, you know, just try to think about things, like, way ahead of time before you just jump into it or whatever. Because most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, if you just jump into something that you didn't even think about or whatever, most of the time, it might not, you know, go as planned or whatever. But, and I'm not saying it'll always go as planned if you think about it a long time, and you always want to have different plans, plan A, plan B, you know. But, you know, just think about your decisions or whatever before you just jump into anything, and save your money, you know, and just prepare yourself as much as you can. Even though high school supposedly prepare you for college, you know, just prepare yourself, you know, don't depend on all the teachers and all that stuff. Just prepare yourself as much as you can also. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Why do they play? Why do they play? Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Why do they play? Why do they play? Just get the K, load of the K, load of the K. Woo! Why do they play? Why do they play? Why do they play? Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Load up the chopper, hop in the race, shoot at the body, take off the fade, hit body decay. Yeah, it's too late. Why do they play? Why do they play? Why do they play? Why do they play?